Hi, I'm Christina Avery with Naviance Product, and I'm here at Pinellas County Schools to walk you through how to access your parent account and how to get into Naviance to view your students' items that have been done and completed on Naviance. So let's get started. When we start out, you should have received a letter similar to what you see on the screen here, giving you the information that you need with the link to access and the information for activating your parent account and being able to go into the school site. Now, when you're viewing this email, you want to make sure that you click on this link, the one that gets you into your student's specific site. For this link, it has to be the one that you're viewing for your student. You can't share this link with other schools in the district. Every school will have their own specific link to their school. So when you click on this link, this is going to bring you to this login screen. From this login screen, you want to select the Forgot Your Password option. You'll enter in your password or your email address. The email address that you enter here will be the email that this letter was sent to you on. It's very important that you use the same email that was sent to you from the letter. Once you select your email and enter that, click Reset Your Password. A link will be sent to your email account, whether it's a Gmail or a Hotmail or a work account. An email will be sent there with a temporary password. When you have that temporary password, you will come back into your Naviance link, click Parent or Guardian, enter the same email address that you just entered, enter the temporary password. When that has been entered, click Continue, and you'll be able to reset your password. Resetting your password will then give you the opportunity to log in to Naviance. So once we have that information, I'm logging in as a test parent here, so the information that I'm using is for a test account. Let's try that again. We click Continue. You may come up with these images. It's not something that will definitely come up, but if you come up with that, just go through those images that you need to select, and it pulls you into Naviance. Now, once you have logged into your Naviance site, you will have the option here to select your child or children. If you have more than one, you will have access to each of their accounts, and they all will go into their individual schools depending on which school they are attending. For this one, we're doing middle school, so I'm going to select Madeline, and we click Go. At that point, you are inside of Naviance, and we're ready to kind of navigate around. Now, Naviance has a lot of options here and a lot of areas that we can move through and we can look at and things that we can do. We don't have time to go deep dive into everything, so I'm just going to do a high-level overview on what you see here and going through each of the options along the top. So let's get started. When you are looking at your main home screen, the first thing that the students are going to see here is a welcome message. Now, this welcome message may be different for a different grade level. They're all set out according to which grade level is accessing Naviance. And they also have the favorites. When they are selecting their colleges, their careers, their scholarships, they can add those to a favorites list, and when those are added, they're able to access those from their home page. In addition to that, as they scroll down, they have the ability to see any recently added task that may have been added by the district, by the counselors, any task that they can get into that they can then work on and complete as required by your school. On the Self-Discovery tab at the top, this is where the students have the ability to see any assessments that are built in that are assigned to them by the district or by the school. So if we go into that Self-Discovery home area, from here you can see any assessments that the students have already completed, any that they have in progress, and this gives you as a parent a good view of what are they taking, what assessments are they completing, and what can I view from here. Now you have the ability to view the results of completed assessments. An assessment that is in progress, you will see it as in progress and you'll see how far along the student is. You will not be able to access either of the options for the retake or the continue, so that way the student is required to go out and complete it on their own. Let's go ahead and move across to the courses area. Under the courses link, this is where your students have the ability to select favorite courses, explore the course catalog, and create that manage course plans area. Now your 8th graders, if you have an 8th grade student, will be creating a course study plan. In that course study plan, they will be selecting, we'll let this load up here for us, they will be selecting courses for their 9th through 12th grade year. We're really focusing on what they're going to take the 9th grade year, but we want them to have the ability to build out their full 4-year plan and decide what they want to take in those 4 years. Keeping in mind that they can make changes throughout. This is not locked in stone. It is just an option for them to be able to build it out, see what they want to take, and each year have the ability to go back and look into those and determine, I want to continue this path or I want to make some changes on my path. Their study plan will look something like what you see on the screen now. Students will have the ability to go in, make changes, update, and they'll be discussing with their counselors through this time as well on whether they want to make changes, whether these are the right choices for them, or if they need to make additional selections. Once they have their plan created, this plan is then submitted to the counselor, where the counselor talks it through with the students. Now you can sit and talk with your student and talk about these options. You don't have the ability to submit the plan for the student, but you do have the ability here to help them make decisions on what's available and to help create options in their plan. Moving right along, on the careers section at the top, you have those favorite careers and clusters. You have Explore Careers, Explore Clusters and Pathways, Find Work-Based Learning, and Explore Road Trip Nation videos. The Explore Careers and Explore Career Pathways areas allows the students to begin looking at those careers. They can sort the careers, they can sort by title, education, salary. They can select a career in this area. By clicking on the career, they have the ability to see an overview. As they're looking through here, they can see the median salary for different states. They can see any Holland traits, related majors, related careers. They can view all of this information on a specific career. They can look at skills and experience. It shows them the knowledge that is required, skills, abilities, activities, and tasks that may be required for the student. If we go into the wages area, again, here we are with what they're going to make. This is the most important place for the students. They always jump to this area first. We brought this graphic over with the United States. We also have in this area the salary and the hourly if they are both available for the career that they're viewing. It has a national low, median, and high. It shows the Florida low, median, and high. Students also have the ability from here to select the filters option and add in additional states should they want to compare with another state. Then we provide them in their state options the low, median, and high for specific cities. So giving the students a really clear picture of what the wages are depending on what state they plan to live in. The upcoming events option may or may not be utilized at your school, so that's something that we'll kind of save for another conversation. Going to the careers and the Explore Clusters and Pathways, this option provides your students with 16 clusters. Now, your child can go into any of these clusters, and inside those clusters, they can choose a pathway. So from here, if I choose a pathway under Business Information Management, I can see the employment outcome, the credentials, related occupations, related majors. One of my favorite things here is the plan of study. I really like this plan of study. I think this is really beneficial for the students and really beneficial for you as parents to help guide them in what they should be putting in that plan of study that we just talked about. This shows them, based on this career, what courses should they be focusing on in their secondary and what courses should they continue to focus on in post-secondary. So this is a really nice tool for you to leverage as they're thinking about those plans of studies that they'll be doing here in the next month. And then also, if we continue along, we are looking at the Explore Road Trip Nation videos. Now, this is a group of college students determined they weren't sure what they wanted to do, so they jumped in a van, they went out, and they interviewed leaders to determine, how did you get where you are? What were your struggles? What were your triumphs? What did you have for your self-discovery? They put all of this together into an archive. So here your student can view those videos. They can go to the Find Your Road, Define Your Road, choose a foundation, choose their interest, and then the videos based on what they selected will appear, and they have the ability to select one or more of these leaders and view their videos, finding out how they got to where they are and what they faced on their path to that. Moving on along across the top, we have the colleges area. Now for the middle school, the main area for this is going to be under that Find Your Fit area. These college searches of what suits them, what fits them, what are they looking for in a college. And these areas really give them a good option to look and see what's available in their colleges and start to make that list of what I'm looking for when I attend a college. They also will be using this Research Colleges area. That's the colleges I'm thinking about. This is where they're going to start to think, I want to go to this college or that college, and just creating a list so as they're going through the whole process, they can begin to narrow down where they really do want to go, what has the major they need, what has all of the outside influences that they want to have, and the experiences that they want. The Apply to College area is all for high school, nothing that you need to worry about in that area. The scholarships and money area, the main thing that you would want to look at here are national scholarships, and this provides the students with an area of what scholarships are available to me as I'm beginning to think about going to school, what college-specific scholarships, and any scholarships that your staff, your counselors, your district has provided for the students to have access to. Moving on over to our planner section, you have the ability to see any goals your students have put out there, any to-do lists that they have, or any tasks that are assigned by the district or by your school. And there will be tasks available out here. You're able to view from here the tasks that are required by the school, the tasks that are recommended, and then you also will have a list of those tasks that have been completed by the student. So the students will be able to walk through with you. Again, this is an area that you will be able to see what they have completed and what they have assigned. You will not be able to actually access and complete any of these assignments for them. Now those are the tabs that they have along their top center here, and all of the areas of Naviance that you have the ability to go out and view and see what your students or child has already completed. If we move all the way over to the right and we go to this About Me section, under the About Me section there is a resume option. You do have the ability to help your students create their resume, walk through the resumes with them so that they get a good understanding of what the resume is, what it's for, and helping them to walk through that area. In addition to that, you have the portfolio section. The portfolio section is a really nice overview for parents to go in and look over what has my child done inside of Naviance. It takes everything in Naviance and it puts it into one place so you can scroll through and you can see from here what assessments have they completed. Have they started a resume? What task do they have? What task have they completed? Gives it all to you in one area so it lines out everything that you're wanting them to view and complete, and you can see everything in one place. That then provides you with the ability to say, let's go back and look at the assessments, let's look at the task. So it gives you a nice area to review and look back at. I'm going to go back to the top here. Using my back option on the left, we can go to the About Me on the right, and from here you have the ability to see any surveys that the students have assigned to them. Any surveys that they may have completed will be under the surveys from your school. In this area, you'll see the surveys that they have available to them and the surveys they have completed. You will be able to view any surveys they have completed, but not start any surveys that they have not started on their own. So going back to our home screen, this was a very high-level overview of what you can do as a parent. We started with getting you logged in, getting you moving through the section, getting you into Naviance, and then walking you through each of these areas inside of Naviance. If you have any questions, please reach out to your counselor at your school. If you have difficulty accessing Naviance, if you followed those steps that we did at the beginning and you still have difficulty, again, reach out to your student's counselor at their school and they'll be able to assist you further and ensure that you get access into Naviance.